Time to talk about Anastasia. I'm so annoying. Wow, this video is gonna be fantastic. Hey BBs, I'm Abby and welcome to another episode of Broadway Babble. So today, we're gonna talk about a show that is very near and dear to my heart. And that show would be Anastasia! I am irritating. So today we're going to talk about the wonderful, the charming, the magical, the beautiful Anastasia on Broadway. So a lot of people actually already know about the show because of the animated movie. But if you want to hear a funny story about me, I came this close to renting it from Blockbuster in like 2nd grade. But all of a sudden, I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. Because for some reason in my mind, I think that might be one of Cinderella's stepsisters. So I didn't rent it because I felt the need to defend Cinderella and not watch a movie about her stepsister. Anyways, take it to whenever there was an announcement that Anastasia was going to be a Broadway show. And so I thought, I should probably watch this movie because, I don't want to be a fake fan. I decided to watch the movie, and I was instantly extremely mad at my 2nd grade self for not picking up that movie the second I saw it on that Blockbuster shelf. And here I am today. I have actually gotten the privilege of seeing this show on Broadway in July, actually, this year. And I got a lot of stories, let me tell you, because I stage doored and I sent fan mail. I make regrettable life choices. So Anastasia. First we're going to talk about the cast. Obviously the cast is absolutely amazing. I mean, you got Ramin, you got Derek Klena, you got Christy Altamar, you got John Bolton, you got lists more extremely amazing, super talented, just absolutely stunning human beings. Yeah, so I've been a fan of Derek and Christy's for a pretty long time. I was a fan of Derek's in Dogfight, and then through Derek I found Christy because, I found all of Carrie and stuff like that, so I became absolutely obsessed with Christy. So whenever I heard that they were both going to be doing this show, I was absolutely ecstatic because I would see them together again. And I love both of them as individuals, but together they have this amazing chemistry on stage. And obviously Ramin, literally Broadway god. I was thrilled. I was ready to go grab my tickets, snatch them out of that box office. So I ended up buying tickets because I knew that I was going to New York for the summer. So I was ready. It'd be my first time actually seeing these people that I've been obsessed with all throughout high school in person, and I'd get to see them doing an amazing show. Full disclosure, I just took a quick break to go to class. But we're back. The acting from everybody was absolutely amazing. The choreography was so cool. The music was absolutely amazing. And I think that a lot of people were just kind of ready to see the same exact thing that the movie had shown. But there was so much of it that had changed, but it still kept in all the things that make it Anastasia the movie. The songs are absolutely amazing. There are so many new songs because in the movie there's not enough songs to really constitute a full musical. But the new songs are amazing. The old ones are amazing. Everything is done so well. And I think that it really, really, really did a great job of portraying the well-loved movie musical that everybody really seems to love from their childhood and remembers. Normally after I see a show, you're on this high from seeing it, and then it just kind of fades away because you're like, okay, good, I've been hyping up for this for a few months, I saw it, it was amazing, and now I'm done. For Anastasia, I continued. I'm still absolutely infatuated with it, and I just love the heck out of it. I think it's absolutely amazing. I listen to the album all the time. I think it's so good. So actually, before I saw Anastasia, I decided to send fan mail to Derek because I had never stage doored before, and I was very worried that he wouldn't come out that night, or that I wouldn't say what I wanted to, or just something would go wrong. and I just wanted to make sure that I got this personal contact with him because I really do look up to him a lot, and anytime I hear songs from Dogfight or from Carrie or from any other projects that he's done, I automatically think back to high school because basically his shows and the songs he sang are like the background for my high school experience. And I just think that's a really cool thing. And so I decided to write him this fan mail. I just kind of said, like, you bring back some new memories for me of high school, and I know that I'll always remember it. And I just want to thank you for everything that you've done. You're an amazing actor. Keep going on. I sent him that about a month and a half before the show, and I got a response back about, I think, a week before I would leave to go to New York. And it was the most exciting thing because I was actually out of town. So I got this text from my brother. He said, "Hey, you got a huge envelope in the mail. What the heck?" And I said, "What the heck? I know exactly what that is. Don't touch it, don't breathe on it, don't look at it, don't get it wet, don't do anything." So whenever I got back, I sprinted to my room to go and rip open this package. So I ripped it open, and there was a playbill in it, and he wrote a message to me on it, and it just absolutely honestly made my year because it kind of gives you this kind of connection that I'd never had before outside of just tweeting Broadway stars that I look up to. So skip to New York. I go, I see the show. I already told you about how much I love it. So I stage doored. There's gonna be another video about that. It's a whole nother thing. But I stage doored, and I met the cast. Everybody comes out. I kind of like, with Christy, I completely lost what I was gonna say. But it's okay, because she was so sweet. Of course she was. And we took her picture. I literally started to adore her even more than I did before. I didn't even think that was possible, but it happened. Derek came out, and honestly, it's all a blur, but I said what I wanted to. I just want to say, hey, I wrote fan mail. He responded, thanks, it means a lot. That's pretty much what I said, with like a lot more enthusiasm. I was really nervous, so I was like way hyped up. And he was so sweet about it, obviously so gracious, so kind. We got our picture. I kind of like skipped away because he was like the last one out the door. So yeah, I skipped off into the Manhattan darkness. What a freak. After I saw the show, I sent fan mail to Christy, and I sent her a picture that I had taken with her at the stage door because I always want to give them something, but I never know what, because I feel like food is very sketchy, and they also probably get a lot. So I was, not needed. I have no artistic skills. Can't draw them anything, can't do anything like that. So all I have is my wit, a pen, a piece of notebook paper, and maybe a possible picture. So I sent her a picture, and I told her about these plans that I had for my dorm, actually, where I have this cork board, and I put "In My Dreams" on it, and I put pictures of the Broadway people that I've met. And it kind of just keeps me motivated, because whenever I'm doing my work, I can just look up, I see it, and I'm ready to go, because they get to do what they have always dreamed of, and I really, really, really would love to get to that point. And I told her about it, and she sent me a playbill, and she wrote a whole note, and she's just the sweetest ever. And Christy, if you're watching, I love you so much. I absolutely adore you, and I'm so grateful for you. You're so talented. Keep doing what you're doing, and so many people look up to you. That was heartfelt. Christy, honestly, the only way I can think about describing her is a queen who is playing a princess, because she is absolutely the queen of my life. So yes, anybody who is looking for a new Broadway show to fall in love with, be obsessed with, be a fan of, check out Anastasia on Broadway. Anastasia on Broadway, I love you. Christy, Derek, John, Mary Beth, the whole entire cast and crew at Anastasia. Everybody loves what you're doing a great job, you're all so talented. On my journey, I hope to inspire others, do what I love, and be happy. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Once again, I hope this wasn't a complete waste of your time. If you feel inclined to subscribe, please feel free to do so. Love you guys. Bye.